Hi everyone, welcome back to Silicon Valley Indicators. I'm Rachel Massaro with the Silicon Valley Institute for Regional Studies, and last time we talked about self-sufficiency in Silicon Valley and that nearly a third of our region's households are not self-sufficient. That means they're relying on public or private informal assistance in order to get by. There was so much to talk about with respect to self-sufficiency that we said we're going to break this up into a two-part series. This time I'm going to focus on the minimum wage. Now, in order to be self-sufficient in Silicon Valley, we said based on your family composition, a single adult needs to be making maybe a minimum of $15 an hour. A single adult with a young child needs to be making as much as $34 an hour in order to be self-sufficient. So what's the minimum wage? Well, as many of you know, the minimum wage in California is higher than the federal rate of $7.25. In California, it's $10.50, and it's scheduled to go up to $15 an hour by 2022. In Silicon Valley, 8 of our 39 cities have set their minimum wage higher than the states at $11 to $13 an hour, and all of those will be increasing to $15 an hour in the next year or two. So what does $15 an hour mean? Well, like I said, that's the minimum for a single adult to be self-sufficient in Silicon Valley, let alone adults with children. At $15 an hour, working 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year with no vacations, it amounts to about an annual income of $31,000. Now, based on federal guidelines of how much of your income you can spend on housing without it posing a moderate to severe financial burden, at $31,000 you can spend about $800 a month on housing costs. So then the question follows, how much does it cost to live in Silicon Valley? Well, in Silicon Valley, our median list price for a studio apartment is $2,200, and it just goes up from there. Of course, we do have some low-income housing and some very low-income housing, but all indicators suggest that we don't have enough to accommodate our region's needs, and we're also not building it quickly enough. So again, there's so much we could talk about with respect to income trends, poverty, the struggle of our region's residents. Too much to cover in the Silicon Valley Indicators videos, but I hope this is food for thought, and join us next time on Silicon Valley Indicators.